Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Ventura, creator of the Posture Pro software. On behalf of my family, I'd like to thank you for viewing this presentation. January of 2005 marks the 10-year anniversary of the release of Posture Pro. We've grown to over 6,000 customers in 35 countries, easily making Posture Pro the #1 screening tool, and as you will see, a great clinical tool as well. Don't hesitate to call if you have any additional questions. I appreciate your interest in Posture Pro, and I look forward to working with you. Posture is the window to the spine. Most think that poor posture is simply a state of not looking your best, but posture is a reflection of the health of the spine. It's the shifting of the spine that can create the outward posture appearance. How we work or play or the loads we carry all contribute to poor posture. Normal neutral posture has been defined as head level, shoulders level, hips level, and from the side, a plumb line should pass through the center of the ear, shoulder, hip, and end just in front of the ankle. The most common abnormal posture profile is forward head posture. It's estimated that 90% of the population has a posture profile of the head being in front of the shoulders. This doesn't make it normal, just prevalent. If a person maintains this posture for a long period, months or years, the following can occur. The head moves forward, shoulders become rounded, arms rotate inward, chest cavity compresses, and a dowager's hump can develop. But there is much more to this than not looking your best. The head, about the size and weight of a bowling ball, rests atop a movable support column, the neck. In this normal position, no additional external forces are transmitted to the spine, muscles, or ligaments. But when the head moves forward in front of the shoulder, additional lever and compressive forces are transferred to the cervical spine and muscles. With the creation of this lever, gravity wants to pull the head down to the ground. This force of nature is resisted by the muscles attached to the head and neck. It's estimated that for every 1 inch the head moves forward, an additional 15 to 30 pounds of tension is placed on the cervical muscles. There are certain areas of the spine that carry greater loads and are therefore under greater stress. The relentless pull of gravity, in addition to stress from work and play, will continue to pull down on the head. This can cause the spine to further distort in an effort to reposition the center of gravity. This will generally increase the areas of spinal stress. Over time, this extra stress can begin to break down spinal discs and cause joint instability. This can lead to a condition known as degenerative joint disease of the spine. Next can come pain, loss of movement, and even nerve damage. While the video makes it look like these changes happen rapidly, in fact they happen very gradually over a period of years. In fact, by the time you notice symptoms, it may be too late to reverse the changes. Some areas of the spine may move too much and some areas too little. Either situation is not good. If you have chronic poor posture, it is best to have your spine evaluated by a trained healthcare professional like a doctor of chiropractic or medicine. And did you notice something else? As these posture changes happen, you actually get shorter. This does not have to happen to you. Not just the spine is affected. All the other joints and muscles directly and indirectly connected to the spine are either under additional preload tension or not enough tension. Either situation creates muscles and joints that become weak and inefficient. Muscles can become weak when held in a shortened state. This can happen due to prolonged poor posture. The following are the major muscles affected by short weakness. Muscles that are stretched and held in that position for prolonged periods develop stretch weakness. The following are the major muscles affected by stretch weakness. Even the finest machine will break down if put under abnormal stress. Muscles and joints, preloaded due to poor posture, will fatigue faster, take longer to recover, and are more prone to injury. Poor posture can affect the following joints, causing pain and poor movement: the TMJ, neck, shoulder, mid-back, low back, hip, and more. It can also lead to diminished joint range of motion, accelerated arthritic changes in the joints, and additional stress on spinal discs. No matter how you work or play, posture affects your overall performance. Proper posture can mean the difference between winning or losing, injury or peak performance. A performance professional trained in the use of new high-tech posture analysis tools can detect small posture deviations. Finding poor posture early means a greater chance of correction. Poor posture does not have to be a lifetime curse. A professional trained in the performance posture system of correction can help you turn back time and may actually reverse physiological changes. You will look better, feel better, and project a more powerful image to the world. Show this picture to 100 people and they will all mention the word fire. Fire is a universal awareness word. You don't have to waste time explaining its meaning. Now show this picture and those same 100 people will tell you that this person has bad posture. If a person already understands the basic concept, your job is half done. During a spinal screening, all you need to do is give a person a single compelling reason to come into your office. And you can do that by generating their posture number. In this sample picture that we've brought in, you'll see that we've put red anatomical markers over the points that we would normally click. You don't have to put those markers there. These points are pretty clearly defined, and you can click on just on top of the skin or the clothing of the picture and get a pretty good representation of the analysis. And then when they come into your office for the full billable exam, you can do a more detailed analysis and generate a different kind of report and bill for that service. But again, with the Posture Pro, we can give them a single compelling reason with just a lateral view of the necessity to come in for additional care in your office. I want to show you how quickly you can generate a person's posture number using Posture Pro. We're currently looking at the Posture Pro posture analysis screen. In this timer in this upper right hand corner, I've added about 10 seconds of time, which is about how much time it takes to actually capture a person's lateral posture picture with a digital camera and import it into Posture Pro. So we will begin the timer, import in a lateral picture, click on the Get Posture Number button, make 5 key clicks on these anatomical markers, And as you can see, in about 35 seconds we have captured the picture, brought it in, performed an analysis, and now Posture Pro has generated the person's posture number, which is 8. It also calculates additional forces placed on the cervical spine at 30%, shows a forward head travel of 18 millimeters, and shows an additional amount of tension in the posterior cervical muscles of 9.4 kilograms. Once a person's posture number has been generated, you now have a couple of options. You can view the results by clicking on the View button. This takes you to our skeletal rendering screen, where the similar values of forces and the percentage of cervical muscle tension are listed here, as well as the posture number and the total deviation. We also have some red lines that show areas of stress based on the posture offset values. And from here we can toggle back and forth between normal posture and their actual results. And one of the cool things that we can do in Posture Pro is show a person the effects of time. In effect, give them a glimpse into the future to see what their posture may look like in 7 to 10 years if nothing is done about it. Because remember, gravity never sleeps. So if a person doesn't do something about their posture now, it will only get worse. So the effects of time, if we click on it, shows how the spine and the pelvis tend to compensate, and we can show them what their posture will look like if taken to the extreme. Another option during a screening is to actually print a special spinal screening report that shows their exam, and down at the bottom a little report on the dangers of forward head posture. And you can print your personal information at the top and bottom of each page, so in effect you're handing them an 8.5 by 11 business card with their own picture on it, and we never tear up our own photographs. So the reports that you generate from Posture Pro at a spinal screening will stay around longer than any other system available. Posture Pro, in addition to fast screening exams, will also perform full clinical exams. As you see on the screen, we have both an A to P and a lateral. Again, we've marked certain anatomical landmarks that we will click on to capture screen coordinates and turn those coordinates into angles, distance, and force measurements. After we've done a full clinical exam, we can save this in the patient's record. It will save it as a thumbnail picture and then take us again to the skeletal rendering screen, where we can quickly show the effects of time. And because we've done both an A to P and a lateral, it will show the effects on the A to P view as well. And from here we can generate different types of reports. We can do a single exam, a one-page report. We can do a two-page report with graph. We can also compare one exam to another with a detailed comparison analysis in both text, pictures, and graphs.